never not believed in me. That's just how I'm cut. Be a man about your word, always keep that shit a buck. And if a nigga test your bloodline, stand for yours. The only thing that matters in this world, who wants it more, yeah. Always keep that shit a buck.
What up, gang, man? What up? Welcome back, man. For those of y'all who came back, glad you came back. For the first timers, you in for something special. This is the Keep It a Buck podcast. I'm your host, Saani. Podcast is about relationships, black men's emotions, God, self-awareness, and black women's value within our culture. What's happening out there? What's happening in 2024? Niggas, you gotta vote, right? It's crazy. The problem ain't the candidates. I mean, of course, the problem is the candidates. But the problem ain't the candidates. The problem is the system, which would allow whoever you are, rich, poor, left, right, to have to stand behind a old, incompetent, old white man. They're both racist, of course. Most people who are going to be up there are going to be racist. But it's the system is the issue. But 2024, I guess we got to vote. We got to. They doing it in our face now. We say this ain't no political podcast. What's happening? Olympics 2024. You know what I'm saying? Go USA. Do it for Kobe. They better bring that gold back. They better. Or LeBron gonna be in trouble before he get back with Bronny. But anyway, how we feeling, dog? How y'all feeling out there, gang? Buckers, y'all good? We doing all right? I'm solid myself. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and not waste no time and get right into the you play too much. And of course, this week, again, it's your boy. It's your boy. So I'm from Michigan, and y'all might not know, but Michigan, we have a lot of deer. Deers. Because it is plural of its different species of deer. Shout out to Neil deGrasse Tyson. But we have a lot of deers in Michigan. So it's not uncommon to see a deer on the side of the road or to see a car banged up. Like those deers really will mess your car up bad. Mess your whole day up, you know what I'm saying? You got to get a rental, everything. It ain't just no nick in it if you hit a deer. So I don't know why I don't know why I did the first time. I think I was late coming over my girl crib. And I text you. I said, I'm so sorry I'm late. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on my way. I hit a deer. And the concern that she had, she was so concerned for me. Like, oh my God, like, you okay? She called me and everything. Like, I ain't answer, of course. But she like, oh my God, are you okay? So I started doing this. I said, okay. I see what kind of reaction I get. So I said, I hit a deer. And then I ain't answer, but then I just used to be able to do the pic collage. I created a pic collage. I put it up. But in one picture, it was my fist throwing a punch. In the other picture, it was a deer alive. And at the bottom, it was the deer dead. You know what I'm saying? I said that to her. I hit a deer. I ain't say nothing about being in a car. All right? I done called in to work with that excuse before and everything. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it today. I hit a deer. I come in the next day. Hey, don't look like no damage was done to your car. Oh, no, everything was all right. I was on foot, bro. I was on foot when I hit the deer. If you thought that I was in the car, that was on you, bro. That's on you. So I might bring that back. Because I got to find what I can hit in Texas. I don't know. Maybe somebody shot me. Because they be having it. You just have it out here. I don't know what equivalent I can come up with in Texas. But all my Michiganders, you better use it. I hit a deer. If they don't make you specify, you don't have to. I hit a deer. You just heard that knuck if you buck. I hit a deer, dog. Hey, but if you do something where you play too much, and I know you do, you try to play so grown since you had kids and shit. Be yelling at your kids for the same thing you be doing. You leave your clothes on the bathroom floor too, but got mad at your kid. But whatever. If you can think of something you did where you play too much, go ahead, send it in to the show. We'll get you right. And I'll talk about it on here. All right. Now, y'all know I do the pod for my culture. Anybody is welcome to listen. Not to the barbecue. But anybody is welcome to listen. But I do it for my culture. And this is something I think thought long and hard about, pause, because it's, I especially near and dear to me because I don't know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? I figured that out. I don't know how to talk to people. Not as if I'm rude, because I'm far from rude. I'm a nice person, but I never mean any ill intentions. And since I never mean any ill intentions, I don't filter what I say before I say it. You know what I mean? Like, if I think I told the story before, but I seen a guy, he had an Apple Watch on. I was at my job, but the wristband was rainbow. So I'm like, that mean he gay? You know what I'm saying? Did they take over the whole rainbow? Because I know leprechauns was on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of colors in there. So if you wear anything rainbow, is you gay? I'm like, I don't know. But I didn't spend enough time around him to know. So I just asked him, why you do it? Hey, you gay? You know what I'm saying? He could have took that away, but he didn't. But I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know how to talk to people. So if I'm nice to you in some instances and you maybe I feel disrespected in any way, shape, or form, we going to run into a problem because I'm not going to filter what I say back to you. Because 9 times out of 10, the first time I directed it towards you, it was very nice and very polite. And I'm going to be the one who talk about my feelings. You feel me? So if you hurt my feelings or something like that going on, I'm going to let you know that. I ain't got to be tough about it. Now, hey, that hurt my... Hey, don't do that, bro. Hey, don't do that. You ain't got to do that. And if you do it again, okay, you know what time it is. It's up. But what you say about my mama? Today I want to talk about how black men react to disrespect. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. But we're going to talk about it. How black men react to disrespect. And I said that, what you say about my mama? Because if you go back and watch that, it was clear that this wasn't the first time, and I'm talking about Menace to Society. And for all of you youngsters, if anybody who haven't seen Menace to Society, go back and watch Menace to Society. Because I know it's a lot of people who's tuning in who's a little younger or whatever, or when it came out originally, your mom didn't let you watch it. That's one of those you can go back and watch, and it'll always be good and always be relevant, no matter the time. But anyway, on Menace to Society, and when Old Dog was in the store, because that's where the line came from, what you say about my mama, it was clear that was not his first run-in with the store owner, one, and two, that race. Maybe there were other store owners or other Asian people. And it was clear that there was a disruption between the Asian community and the black community in that same space. And they only shared the same space. Well, I'm assuming that they only shared the same space because the Asians had business in that community. But it was clear that this was not Old Dog's first run in with this type of language, this type of treatment from this type of person. So let's start there. And it was clear that Old Dog and Kane were targets when they came into the store. That was also clear. This wasn't the first time the store owners had felt that way about consumers who looked like Kane and Old Dog. And I say that to say, you already don't think I ain't shit anyway. You think I'm not shit anyway. That's just something we know. And it's something, I used to think it was innate, but I got a cousin. I'm pretty much doing a case study on a nigga. But he grew up in the suburbs. Shout out to everybody who grew up in the suburbs. No diss. That'd be the problem. When you talk about something hood, like if somebody can't relate, that's cool. If you listen, you can relate. And the same about, it's some stuff about growing up in the suburbs, about family investing and all that, that we probably could take heed to. So I ain't trying to put a divide to it, but there is differences and room to grow and learn. So I used to think that understanding how other cultures and people feel about us was innate. That's just something that we can just pick up on and we can figure that out. But I've learned through talking to him and being around people who didn't grow up in those exact type of environments. They grew up in environments, maybe didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know that was going on or transpiring, or it was done to them in a different way. But I say that to say, you got to learn these things. I think it's a learned behavior or learned knowledge that you learn, oh, you don't think I'm shit. It's like when when a white person tell you speak well. Oh, you speak well. Or they ask you like, did you go to a private school or anything like that? You already think I ain't shit. You surprised by the fact I do something so standard in your world. You so surprised. Oh, you don't think I'm shit. Like, it don't have to come off as somebody like a cop killing somebody or something like that. It's just everyday things where you already don't think I'm shit. You don't think that I'm a dirty monkey, but you might think that you don't think I can do the job as well as you can do it. But that's something that you have to learn through your experiences. And it should start as a child. If you're around, well, I think you need the parents, we got to do, I ain't going to say we got to do a better job because I'm not in your house. But I think it's important that you talk about race relations and things of that sort, even if it's the pride of your race and your heritage, really early with your kids. Really early. So they can identify it. When it happens to them, they'll be able to identify it and be able to react, like we're going to talk about today, react in a proper manner. So the black man is the most feared being on the planet. I'm going to repeat that because I mean it. The black man is the most feared being on the planet. Any animal, it don't matter. There's no animal that man don't think that they can kill or outsmart to the point where ain't no animal a real threat to us. The mosquito or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something really tiny that we can't figure it out. But ain't no animal's gonna run you up out the spot. Not as a human. Because humans got they got that gat. White man ain't scared of lions. White men hunt lions. And you know white women ain't scared of shit. A white woman ain't scared of shit. They know their husbands be killing them. They're still, well, you don't have to do that, John. They'll stay with them and everything. A white woman ain't scared of shit. But the black man is the most feared being on the planet, no matter where you go. Oh, and I guess, see, I go back and forth with that term black, because most of the time when I say black, I mean as an American. That's what black means. But when you're outside of Africa, or just wherever, just on a grand scale of things, just on a dark skin, no matter where you are, they really don't like you, bruh. And it's the fear. That's it. It's not really that they think that black people or black men in particular are incompetent. It's not that they really think that. It's they know how powerful a black man can be. And not even, I'm not talking about just physical strength, which we can't be strong. But I'm talking about influence. It's nothing more influential than a black person, for one. See, I don't want to turn it into gender wars. Because if you look in society now, there's nothing or nobody more influential to society than a black woman. Bar none, hands down, it's not even close. I couldn't even tell you what's the next demographic in sex. I couldn't even tell you. Well, it's black men. But after that, I couldn't tell you. But a part of that is by design. Not saying that they're not influential. Of course they are. But a part of black women being so influential is also, well, part of them being allowed to and highlighted as so influential, because can't nobody stop. I guess somebody can't stop being influenced. But a part of them being allowed to is to suppress the heterosexual black man. I'm not turning this into gender wars. I'm only saying the black man is the most influential thing on the planet, because when we are in harmony with our black women, in harmony, and they allow us to lead when we're doing what we're supposed to do, we're not doing gender wars. But ain't nothing more powerful than that. And they know that. So if the man got his shit together, then she gonna follow. And we already see what she can do. So let's do everything in our power to make sure he ain't got his stuff together, or we do everything to make sure it look like he don't have his stuff together. It's all fear, because based on, hold on, when they really get together, that's why the biggest part of the plan is the simplest part. Just make sure they don't come together. Just make sure these niggas don't get cool. That's all we got to do. How you want to do it? It don't matter. We'll figure out how to do it year by year, generation by generation, law by law. legislation by legislation, just don't let these niggas be cool. Whether we got to give a little bit of them some money, give a little bit of them the perception of power, but don't please, don't let these niggas get together. It's like my man wanted to fight you, but you know his homeboy was always riding with him. You ain't want to see them get together in the lunchroom. Shit, he told him, fuck. Now I got to watch out for Devontae and Curtis. Damn. What up, Kurt? But the black man is the most feared based on potential. I wish the NBA would stop drafting off potential. I hate that. But back to potential, that's why the black man is so feared, based on the potential that he can bring within his influence. Right? So what you say about my mama? You already think I'm not shit anyway. But it's because you fear me. And that goes to worth and being worthy. And y'all know we're going to go bust down that definition, right? So let's bust down worthy. Pause. Worthy. Having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. Run it back. Worthy. Having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. You can have self-worth for sure, and we all should. But I don't care what nobody say. You care what other people think. You care what other people think, dog. You do. It matters what other people think. To some more than others, but it matters what other people think. So remember I said you already think I ain't shit anyway, and that's all other cultures. And then I told y'all the plan is for us not to be cool. So this motherfucker, damn, let me watch my mouth. This other person already don't think I'm worth anything, and now I got beef in my hood or with the people in my community. So I don't think he think I'm worth anything, especially if he's willing to harm me. So that goes in how I think about myself and my worth. And back to worthy, and that's the issue and epidemic that we're going through right now. And I don't know, maybe it goes in cycles, because I think everything goes in cycles. So I'm sure we suffered from this before, but we have a big issue with our worth, with our young black men identifying their worth. I mean, some black women as well, but you look, a lot more of them are going to college. Some of them decide to be with the D-boys, and not even the D-boys. Half these guys killing each other, not even selling drugs. Like, they're not even in that type of jeopardy. They putting themselves in that type of jeopardy because we have an issue identifying our worth and whether we are worthy. And a lot of our young black men do not feel worthy. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing about they trying to portray this or it's a beef here or this. They just don't feel worthy. So they don't feel like they worthy. So they for darn sure don't feel like their adversaries are worthy. Nigga, if I ain't worthy, then who am my op? My op ain't worthy. Even for op to become a popularized term, right? Even that is programming. You'll hear them talking about that on SportsCenter or something like that. That came from the guys who were killing each other, and it became pop culture just because we don't value. And I'm guilty of it too. I say it in the rap, it in the song, whatever. But even for that to become culturally popular, that shows the lack of worth that we show and that's displayed for our young black men. It came from real murders. And the part of worthy that stood out to me is having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. We don't get recognition. And I told y'all that matters. And it's so much machismo that I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not all our fault. I'll talk about it later. It's a part of the system where we have to be strong. But we front like we don't need recognition. We do. And we need love. So the old heads, the OGs, even if that young bull, if you don't think he listening, some just too far gone. Cool, but not all of them. So just try your way, try a different way. No, not whatever your way is, bro. Just try it. Talk to them. Even if the moment they don't understand, it might come back up because they need that recognition, that merit of understanding. Just telling somebody you smart. Nobody ever told me I was smart past 10 years old or something like that. Nobody was like, hey, you smart. And I'm highly intelligent. But I didn't looked the part. I wasn't a nerd. I got good enough grades. You know what I'm saying? I was 3.5 until I got to high school later. But a part of that is because I didn't know I was smart. I didn't know I was smart until I went to college. And I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. And I like learning. I'm like, oh, this is what it feels like to learn and not just be caged in a prison with anyway. Nobody ever told me. So I didn't get that merit or recognition. So I honestly didn't know I was smart. I knew I wasn't dumb for sure. But I didn't know I was smart. I had no idea. So I said that to say, as young black men and as the OGs rather, talk to that young black man. He need that recognition. Whether you know it or not, or whether he know it or not, or whether he gonna realize it at that time. He needs that merit of recognition for a specific way, in a specific way. So try your way to give him that merit of recognition that only he can get. Because sometimes we want our kids to act like other cultures. Hey, straighten up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do this. When you go in there, make sure you do this, do this, do this. Sometimes we need to be recognized to get a merit for, hey, in a way that only they can. Hey, what you've been able to do in this community, but what you had, I know your mom, you know what I'm saying, struggling, trying to figure it out, but you don't complain. You just always do what you're supposed to do. The suburb kid can't relate to that. The kid that got something going on where that got something supplied for him, he can't relate to that. So we need to be able to, one, as black men, take the recognition, but two, more importantly, the OGs, we need to be able to give that merit or recognition in a specific way that only can be related to by the person receiving it. So they can understand that they are special and that they are worthy. You worthy, young boy. You worthy, young dog. You worthy. I know you got ops, or you think you got ops. I know nobody really don't want to see you succeed. I know nobody really told you what you was good at, dog. Come see me. We'll figure it out. But you are worthy, dog, and we need you. We need you. The people who've grown and got to these different places and spaces, and it's not just the civil rights leaders, it's a bunch of people. We need them. We need Spike Lee. We need Samuel L. Jackson. We need Maya Angelou. We need Mark Lamont Hill. We need all these people. We need these people. But they could have not thought that they was worthy enough to be able to lead a different people in that direction. We need them. We needed them. R.I.P. cuz. And then, so the proof is in the public. Proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the public. They make you feel that way, then prove they mean it through execution. So they got a plan to make you feel like you ain't shit. And on top of that, we gonna lock you up, dog. A third of y'all, 1/3, 10% is a lot of anything. Imagine if you had a 10% of getting in a car crash every time you got in the car. Ain't that high? Ain't that high? 10%, 33%, a third of black men will see jail. Come on, dog. They make you feel like you ain't shit, and then they prove it with the execution. Come in here, we're going to do this extendo slavery. Or, you lucky if we do that, we might just kill your ass. Fake a trial like we care, whatever. Suspend a cop with pay. It don't matter. But they make you feel like you're not worthy, and then they back it up with the execution. So it ain't just something that you can just snap out of. I'm not naive to think that, oh, man, well, just pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Hey, man, you're good. Nah, it's psychological, and that's why we need to be able to contribute to making them feel that worth through that merit or recognition. Because they going to back it up. The proof is in the public. It's public. Black jobs. They going to tell you how they feel. They telling you how they feel now, and that's why we got to vote, honestly. Both sides is fucking terrible, but one side is just going to openly just backhand you. And fast. They ain't going to take no time. But the proof is in the public. So that's when it goes back to our work. We got to do our part, but we got to realize it's hard to beat a two-step verification. Google don't let you in shit if you can't say where the traffic lights is. And then they going to send you a text or whatever. It's hard to get in somebody's account if they got a two-step verification. So you make me feel like I'm not shit based on the lack of opportunity and how you present yourself to me and me to the world. And then on top of that, you back it up by executing it, by incarcerating me and demoralizing me and giving me improper unjust, unfair treatment. That's a two-step verification process. It's hard to beat a two-step verification process. I say that to say I want us to realize and understand what we are up against. It ain't just, we can't just talk it out and figure it out. You can't just slug it out. We got to figure out how we react to disrespect. Here's the thing, big dog. I'm not about to let you make me look like a hoe. Flat out. Don't care. Don't touch me. What? Hold on. Look, don't. Ain't no calm down. Ain't no none of that. Hey, bruh. Or white man, or sir, or man, whoever. I'm not about to let you make me look like a hoe. That's it. I'm telling you that, my nigga. You ain't finna make me look like no hoe. Sincerely, the black man. You ain't finna make me look like no hoe. I'm speaking for black men. If it's one thing, hold on. Forget what your intention was, whatever. It's people around. You not about to make me look like no hoe, homeboy. And I'm standing on that. Sincerely, black man. That's every black man. And you know why? I was trying to figure that out. Because I'm the same way for sure. And I'm going to let you know. But we can't afford to look vulnerable in our environments. We can't afford to look vulnerable. Because we have a perception that it's only so many slots. So we embarrassed to work at McDonald's. That's a diss, huh? Because you look vulnerable. You look like you're not getting to the big money. Or you can't let somebody make you look chump. No matter what. You can't swallow your pride. As a black man, nah. Ain't gonna happen. I ain't swallowing my pride. Hey, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not swallowing my pride. You not finna make me look like no hoe, no matter who you is, my nigga. President, principal, whatever. You ain't finna make me look like no hoe. It's chicks around. Nigga, my auntie up the street. My homeboys right here. No. But you know what? Why is that? It's because lions target the weak. Y'all know I'm going to go back to the animal kingdom. As strong as the lions are, and as they the king of the jungle and how they hunt and all that, watch who they go get. Watch who they choose to go get. They go get the water buffalo with the limp. They go get the water buffalo that, he got an infection, he got to slow down. Or they going to go get the baby. Watch who they hunt. The most powerful hunters in the world are going to go get the weak. And if you don't think the hood like that, then you ain't never been around a lion or a pack of lions. I have. And I didn't see them go after the weak. And I ain't the strongest because I knew who was niggas in my hood who was bodies, all that. I wasn't that. But one thing I ain't going to be, I didn't seen what they do to the weak. It ain't only the strong survive. It's only the weak die. That's what it is. It's not only the strong survive. It's only the weak die. The weak will be eaten. In the jungle. And when you grow up in the communities that we grew up in, that's the most similar thing you're going to get to a jungle. Honestly. Unless you Tarzan, who they made white. What? Y'all, I told you. They will do it in your face. They made the king of the jungle white. What? With long hair. Y'all niggas is crazy. But yeah, we can't afford to look vulnerable in our environments. Because the hunters, they go get the weak prey. Because they know what's up. Why I'm going to expand all the energy? Nah. I'm going to go get the weak prey. So that's why I can't let you make me look like a hoe. Y'all thought I was going to have an answer for that? For like, don't do that? Nah, that's why we do it. Because if I let you make me look like a hoe, woo-wee, that mean the whole safari seen that. I'm everybody fool now. If I let you make me look like a hoe, now I'm everybody fool, homeboy. So I can't let you make me look like a hoe. Because they target the weak. So that's why I can't let you talk to me like that even at work. Boss. Whatever. That's why. Sorry. It's in my DNA. And then, so if the hunted doesn't ever develop an offensive mindset, they will always be prey. So that's kind of where some of this machismo came from. And some of this, because we always got to be fresh, and I don't never want that to leave. But if the 100 don't ever develop an offensive mindset, then they always be easy prey. Easy prey. You ain't got to be the biggest, strongest, fastest, or it's other animals in the safari that's not lions that hunt. You don't have to be the lion. It's plenty of hunters there. But if that prey don't develop some type of offense, it's always going to be prey. So that leads to why we have this aggressive personality. Because I got to get to you before you get to me. Or I at least got to be prepared for it. That's straight up. If you don't develop that offensive mindset, you'll always be prey. And you can take race out of it, and that's in any industry. You're not going to climb that industry unless you got an offensive mindset. Sometimes you're going to have to eat somebody's lunch. Playing defense is not going to get you to the top. Running is not going to get you to the top of the mountain. Things run down the mountain. When they run up from something, they run down the mountain. Running ain't going to get you to the top of the mountain unless you're chasing something. You got to have an offensive mindset or you will always be easy prey. So, black man, that's why you feel the way you feel. It ain't all you. This ain't a podcast just dragging you, big dog. It's systematic, and it's through years of oppression how we got like this. But we do got to change it. We got to change it. Hey, newsflash, I don't have the answer. If y'all came here for the answer, wrong pod. This is the wrong pod. I don't have the answer, y'all. But I do know it has to change. And I just think if we had a better idea of why we doing what we doing, then maybe we can add some changes to it. Because being polite about things also never seemed to work, if you want me to be honest. Because I don't want to, this ain't no turn the other cheek podcast. That ain't what this is. That ain't going to work. I already told you about being easy prey. And that's no disrespect to Martin Luther King or anybody who would try it the civil way. Because as I said, I mentioned Mark Lamont Hill, AOC, all those different people. We need those too. You can fight on those front lines too. But and you don't have to be polite because he ain't polite. He get the job done. But being polite ain't never got the things done. Being polite ain't never got that bully up off your back. I'm going to give you more money. Here, bully, I know you usually take 10 from me, but today I'm going to give you 20. That ain't going to do nothing but raise his expectation of how much he can beef you. Hoe ass nigga. Being polite ain't got the job done. I ain't saying you just got to go out in an all-out rage. Obviously, I'm not saying that, but I am being honest. Being polite ain't gonna get you nowhere. We need some action. You gotta understand that, sometimes if you go back and you watch hunting videos, you watch lions, they turn the fuck around. When what they thought was prey, this nigga bigger than I thought, or he ain't going. He ain't easy prey. When that water buffalo, fact check me, but I believe water buffalo kill more. I know they kill more lions than anything else in Africa, but I know they top 3 on killing humans too. So naturally, it's a prey. It's a herbivore. Naturally, it's prey. But sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Sometimes they go into offensive mode and they will gore a lion. So unless you don't show them that you weak prey, then you gonna be weak prey. That polite shit ain't gonna go. I ain't going, dog. It ain't going all the time. You got to figure it out. Now, that don't mean you got to wild out all the time because somebody's watch. I see dead people. Somebody's always watching. Your son watching. OG, the young bull who you was telling how worthy he is, he watching too. So you can be strategic by the way you handle things. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to always wild out. But that polite shit ain't always going to work, big dog. This is the real world. You can go to the Bible for that. Wasn't a whole lot of polite getting it done. It was right and wrong, but polite wasn't nah. Everybody don't always respond to polite. We already tried polite. Ain't nothing more polite than a black person. Even the most hood black dude. Screw me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. They gonna hold the door open. Whatever, dog. Whatever. Hood niggas, because even if they ain't had a daddy around because of the 1/3 that they locked up and their mama had to work, Granny got them right. Granny didn't play. And they had to go to church, figure it out. But the granny's getting younger and they got church online. Ban online church. That's how, do you know what? That's how we can get some of these young niggas back. Ban online church, dog. Get the old heads back in there. And you make the kid go where they don't ban it. You gotta ban it, man. But ain't nothing more polite than a black person. So we naturally polite and forgiving anyway. But that polite shit ain't gonna work all the time. It just ain't. So we do have to look at and examine how we react to disrespect. This is just part one. Because we all can do some figuring out. I told y'all I don't have the answer. But we do have to figure out how to react differently to disrespect. And it ain't just laying down and being polite. It ain't just going in a rage. My homeboy told me, hey, nah, that's too far. But I think all police, I think their address should be public record. Because y'all got this gang where, y'all got all this information on us, and y'all got this union where this can happen and they can get behind y'all. Maybe you will move a little more carefully if some of your personal business was a little more accessible. Public servant. Hey, I don't think it's too far, but hey, if you want to fund that, of us pushing that, email the show. We can get that going. All cops, they address need to be public record. I need to know everything. So when you talking slick to me, that's cool. Don't you stay on Meridian, right? And your daughter go to Hillcrest. Oh no, she just graduated from Hillcrest. Now she going to middle school, right? Hey, I need that public info. But but I digress. But that's a way. I'm just, hey, how you react to disrespect. It's a way, black man. But it's a reason why you doing that, my dog. It just ain't out the blue. And that's to black women too. And anybody who cares about black men and well, why do they do that? If you listen to this pod as a black man or somebody else, now you maybe have a better understanding of why black men do what they do. Of course, I think we have to change it in some type of way, but it's a two-step it's hard to be the two-step verification. That's what it is, man. But look, man, we're gonna move on to the quote of the day. And this from a show. This ain't even a black show, but I love this show. Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's my nigga, Larry David. JB Smooth was on there. And so in this instance, Larry was trying to get back with his ex-wife, right? So he's trying to get back with his ex-wife. But he came up with a plan. She was going to therapy and she was doing everything her therapist told her to do. So he came up with a plan so he can look good in front of her therapist. So her therapist can suggest that she get back with him. So his plan was to have Leon, which is JB Smooth, come out and try to rob the lady. Larry was going to save the day, take the purse back from Leon, give it to the therapist. The therapist was going to see that Larry was a nice person. He suggests his ex-wife get back with him. So they asked JB Smooth, they asked Leon, they said, would you do it? He said, yeah, you my motherfucking man. Yeah, Larry, I do it, no problem. Yeah. And then he's like, so look, walk down the street, I snatch the purse. Larry tried to get the purse back. I fuck Larry up, keep on rolling. They're like, what? Larry said this. What do you mean fuck me up? And Leon said this, and this is the black man. Mind you, he's here for a plan to make somebody else look good. And this was his response. I ain't finna sit there and make me look like no fucking bitch or nothing. And this is the quote. I'm gonna break your teeth, your glasses, or something. The more fucked up you look, the more of a hero you're gonna look. And that's the plight of the black man. I'm not finna not finna let you make me look like no bitch. I'm gonna break your teeth, your glasses, or something. What Denzel say? I'm leaving here with something. I'm gonna bite you something, my dog. As a black man, I'm gonna break your teeth, your glasses, or something. You're not gonna make me, even if I'm coming up with a plan. Hey man, I need you to help me propose. So we gonna do it in Union Square. You ain't gonna make me to look like no hoe, is you? You ain't gonna make fun of me in your proposal and shit. I'm gonna break your teeth, your glasses, or something, dog. You ain't finna make me look like no hoe. That's the quote of the day. Check out Curb. It's funny, bro. All right, now let's wrap it up. The love yourself, somebody else for today. You love yourself is know your life is worth something. But also know no more or no less than nobody else. And that starts with self-worth, knowing, no, young black man, I'm talking to you, dog, nobody else, ISO on y'all, young black men, your life is worth something, a lot, it's worth a lot. But your brother or your op, his life worth just as much, dog. That's somebody's son too. Or that's somebody, Mark Lamont Hill in the future. Or that's somebody, whoever your hero is. Or whoever done something for your family as a grown man. That your op is that for somebody else. You are worthy, dog. But you ain't no more worthy or no less worthy than nobody else. Make sure you understand them both. Clearly. Clear as day, young black man. I'm talking to you. And salute. Because ain't nobody got to do what you do. Or come up from how you come up. Or deal with the adversities that you have to deal with the pressures that you have on them. So I'm going to salute you. This ain't nothing where I'm just talking cash shit to you. I'm going to salute you, but I want you to know that your life is worthy. It's worthy. It's worth a lot, but nothing more and nothing less than nobody else. And to love somebody else, look at him like a brother first. And I'm talking about your op. I'm talking about the nigga who disrespected you, right? I ain't talking about the white man or the Asian or whatever. We'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure that out. But the black dude, look at him as a brother first. Well, damn, will my brother do this on purpose? He stepped in your shoe. Will my brother step in my shoe on purpose? Let me look at him like a brother first before I jump out the window. Or we fucking the same girl, bro. Would my brother really try to hurt my feelings about fucking the same girl? The nigga don't know you, bro. Y'all beefing, but he don't know you. But if you treat him like he was your brother, then maybe you can have a conversation. Hey, bro, I didn't know, bro. I thought me and her was exclusive, dog. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen y'all, my mans got mad, whatever the case may be. But if you treat him like he your brother first, then you can have that conversation because your brother ain't going to do that willingly. But if your brother stay on the other side of town, whatever, and y'all just getting chicks, y'all might be running in with the same chicks. But it ain't beef when you figure that out, when you see them out at the movies. Now you can address she was playing y'all. It ain't for y'all to beef. Treat him like a brother first, dog. Now, he might disrespect you after that. Then you got to turn up. Do whatever you got to do. I'm going to break your teeth, your glasses, something. You ain't going to make me look like no little bitch. But initially, when we talk about somebody black, especially if they from your community, treat him like a brother first. And then we go from there, man. But hey, I love y'all. This was a good one, man. I felt it today. I hope y'all did. This was a good one, man. I love y'all. We're going to figure out how we react to disrespect. And we're going to figure out where we stop getting so much of it. You heard? Huh? But until the next time, man. Hey, man, you keep being great. And remember, you cannot make sense without keeping it a buck. You heard?
More luck. Never not believed in me. That's just how I'm cut. Be a man about your word. Always keep that shit a buck. And if a nigga test your bloodline, stand for yours. The only thing that matters in this world, who wants it more? Yeah.